Hey everyone, welcome back to the Woodland Reboot. Bit of a gray day here, but great weather in many respects to get on with milling some logs. It's not too hot. Let's hope the rain holds off, or at least the heavy rain holds off. And this is going to be the first day trying to mill up at least one 16-foot log. Where we left off, it's already on the deck. I've got to figure out a way to get it back, approximately about 5 inches. I'll get a 2x4 and see if I can use some leverage and slide it back a little bit. But that's what I'm up to today. So stick around and watch me mill some 16-foot logs. That's not going to work. I'm lifting more than moving. So let's see if this rough 2x4 will do the trick. Anyway. Well, I've played with it a little bit. Let's bring the saw head forward and see if the blade will reach the end of the log. I don't know if you can see it there. It's not the greatest angle, but essentially I'm just going to clear the end of the log there. Can't quite see it from this angle, but it is going to work. Yeah, I think you can see it there. I'm going to clear the end of the log. Okay, so I was able to get it back a few inches. The log has a bit of a bend in it right here. It comes down a bit. So I'm not so sure I'm going to get the best 2x6s out of this. It is the first one. I'll get a number of 2x6s, again, probably not maximizing given the bend in here. And I'm also going to raise the log 1 inch to 1.5 inches. I've got a block here for that. The small end is around 9 inches, and the butt end down near the stump of this log is a little over a foot. So split the difference and we'll bring it up roughly half an inch, a little bit more than 1 inch. I'm going to adjust my stops as well. Okay, everyone, that is the first 16-foot log cut into 5 2x6s. This top one is not a full 16 feet long. I'm probably going to lose 2 feet off of that just because we've got the wane at this end of it with that crooked log. So that's going to be a 10-footer. But early on in the process of cutting this log, I was a little bit concerned because on one face, when I turned the log 90 degrees, it was up about 1/8 of an inch at the back end there, and it was more to do, I think, with the spring in the log than anything else, because at the end of the day, I think I've got some really good 2x6s all the way down. Good length, good dimension. See if I cut into the logs at the right place. 1.5 inches. The top one's a little bit under 1.5 inches, and it just means that I didn't, it literally means I did not put my blade into the cant at the right place. So I cut that narrow. It's not that my saw was off. And then these bottom two, 1.5 inches, 1.5 inches. And the cant itself was roughly, I cut it to 5.5 inches by about 7.5 to 8 inches. So out of that 16-foot log, that was 9 inches on the small end and just over a foot at the big end. And it had quite a flare at the big end, so I might even say that that was 11 inches. It flared in the last 10 inches quite a bit. I've got these 4 16-foot 2x6s, probably one 10-foot 2x6, and I've got 4 boards for re-sign. So that's a fair bit of wood out of that one 16-foot log, and that was probably, that could have been the smallest log in the pile. So the smallest log is giving me 5 2x6s and several boards. This is going to be pretty good. Hey everybody, before I get back to milling the logs and showing you what it's like milling 16-footers on my Woodland Mills 122, I want to just take a quick break and share with you another channel that I've enjoyed watching recently. I've probably been watching videos on the channel probably anywhere from 4 to 6 months, and it's a guy by the name of, I think his on-air persona is Bus Huxley, and I think the channel, it's either called Bus Huxley or it's called House from Trees, or Making a House from Trees, or Turning Trees into a House. It's one of those types of names. I'll include a link in the description. He's a very good storyteller. It's entertaining, it's educational, and he's insightful. And I must say, overall, I find his presentation and his storytelling with this format, with this medium, to be quite intelligent. So check it out if you get a chance. Like I said, I'm going to include the link below, and have a look and see if you enjoy Bus Huxley. I do. And there's one video that he's got up there that caught my attention to begin with. It's not even the milling videos. He's got some guy in the area of Maine where I think he lives who actually builds like a luge run in his backyard. You know, he's got a nice hilly backyard. He's been doing it for a number of years, if not decades. And, you know, people come over and go inner tubing down this, this calm, entertaining luge run. And I think that's how I stumbled upon him. And then, of course, he's milling logs to build a house, which obviously that interests me as well. So, like I said, I've been watching it. I enjoy it. Give it a look. It's called...
log number 2, dos.
Come here, Blue. Come here. Come. Sit. Sit. Okay. Okay, everybody, this is the second 16-footer this morning. I'm going to call it quits on the sawmilling for the day. We're getting some rain now, and it's forecasted to rain all afternoon and get heavy at sometime. So my priority now will be to store these 2x6s. I don't know if you can see this low in the camera shop, but down here I've got a couple of 2x that are going to become 2x6s for re-sign. So once I get this cleared, I'll get it off. I'm going to turn off the video now, so you're not going to see that part of it. So, you know the routine, guys. If you like what you see and you're enjoying the videos, please subscribe. The subscribing makes a difference for me. Hit that like button and share with any of your friends who also would like these videos. Remember to leave some comments. Let me know what you think I'm doing well. And just got my eye on my dog. Let me know where you think some improvements could be made. I'm happy with these first cuts on these first couple of 16-footers. Things have gone well. Okay, thanks everybody. See you next one.